What is the most exciting aspect of the modern day world that we live in? Largely, it is the internet. And most things that we do in life today are largely digital. The modern day concept of working home is also a digital concept. I see a lot of interest in this area called digital marketing. So I thought, why not make an half an hour session on this area called digital marketing, so that the myth and the aura surrounding it would largely diminish and people would understand in a layman terms. There's an activity called digital marketing. Uh, the entire area of marketing as it stands has changed in a very drastic way over the last 10, 20 years. Internet has changed the rules of the game, and it has redefined, redrawn, and realigned the various lines around which the area of business works per se. Now, what is this activity called digital marketing, and how has it influenced the world that we live in? For that, to a very small extent, we should understand the meaning of the word marketing and what a simple marketing model is all about. To some extent, internet has made international marketing easier, but has made the entire diaspora of marketing more chaotic. It is more both a healthy thing for some people, and it could be a detriment or an hazard for others. Now, what is this area called marketing, or what is it being? There are various words or various kinds of theories that come around the word marketing. But when I say marketing, I must say what is market economy, because marketing is an important component of market economy. What is a simple marketing model? I communicate with my market, whatever goods or services I have. As a result of this consistent communication, I have flow of goods and services. As a result of flow of goods and services, I get payment, and I get a feedback from my general for my set of activities through from some kind of market research explains to a large extent what is the simple marketing model. So most basic thing about marketing. I'll repeat again. I have marketing communication. I communicate with my market in whatever way possible. Of course, there is a cost barrier there. Some inputs of cost go into that. My goods and services move into the market as a result of it. I get payment, which is a reverse flow. Marketing and what we call flow of goods flows from one direction to the other, while my payment and the market research that follows takes a reverse direction. This is what is in simple terms what we call a simple marketing model. Digitization of the internet has changed these things to to a very drastic extent, because you can communicate with the market using the internet. I can pay the product. Okay, I can get payments through the internet, through the digital mode. Goods and services will go through fourth party logistics, through transshipment. And I've got market research information that also comes through what we call the internet media. This entire diaspora is what we call the modern day domain of digital marketing. The communication, the research, the feedback, the fourth party logistics that I have, which are also to some extent digitally controlled, and I have the flow of money to my bank account through the area called e-commerce or through various kinds of internet channels. This is the basic model or dynamics of digital marketing as we see today. Each of these components have to be studied in detail to understand the overall dimensions or the overall spectrum of what we call digital marketing. If you can understand these four things in the changes that internet has brought about on these four various dimensions of marketing, by and large, the overall activity of digital marketing is basically understood and conquered. Now, the word called marketing, I've got various kinds of the very word called marketing and markets are all defined in various ways in a typical marketing class. In the marketing session, if you ask me what's a market, market has got an utility for a product and an ability to pay. This is a market. The utility for a product. Utility is an economic word. It's a word from economics. The utility can be a need or a want. A want can be postponed. A need cannot be postponed. And their capacity to pay might be what we call latent or full blown. If I say latent, I have got a capacity to pay, but not now. It's somewhere down the line. But again, I have a full blown capacity to pay means I can pay immediately what the settle the matters through cash payments. This is the overall what we call dynamics of marketing. I've got another word called business development, which is trying to find out certain latent demands for certain products. It's a long term activity. Nevertheless, a very important activity in the overall activity of dynamics of this word called marketing. Now, let us focus very quickly on what are the powers. Before we say that, when let us just focus on in the simple marketing model. We'll just focus on what is called as the marketing communications, or I'm communicating to the market. Now that has previously I had various kinds of I've got advertising as a method to communicate to the market. I had sales promotion. I've got direct marketing. I've got salesmanship. These are all certain aspects, certain ways in which we communicate with the market, and each of them have their own strengths and weaknesses. Are they full blown today? No. How do they work today? They work in it. They work through the digital media today. Is one of the changes in the overall scenario of marketing as we see now. What is this marketing communication on the internet? Let us just focus on it because to a large extent that is what we can call it digital marketing. Marketing, you must understand, is not just communication. The entire cycle of giving a customer what he wants, what he needs, and then even studying how the product is used for various quality, and then and reliability, and all these aspects come under the aspect overall dynamics of marketing. It is not just the at one time selling of a product, though that's the starting point of this entire activity called marketing. If you don't do marketing in a strategic way, then please don't market at all is the answer to that is the answer, because it will anyway boomerang in the market. If you're giving poor quality products in the market without proper you're doing one time salesmanship, it can have a negative impact. That is what is called as strategic marketing, though people define strategic marketing in various ways. Strategic marketing means just that I am trying to think of a long term in my overall marketing activity so that I can stand in the market. I can survive in the market for a long duration of time, and I have less problems in the form of consumer complaints. Is also for any given product is also one of the aspects. Is also one of the definitions of strategy marketing. Though strictly strategy marketing is seen by pundits of marketing, in a slightly varied way. They say segmentation, targeting, and positioning is strategic marketing. It's also called as value marketing. Maybe I'm not saying that's wrong. That might be right, but largely strategic marketing means that a marketing product for long-term duration. It's not just marketing. I'm trying to survive in the marketplace through long-term strategic marketing plans. This is the essence of some of the ways in which marketing works and what marketing is all about. Now, as I said, let us just focus on this activity called marketing communication, which is what is by default called as digital marketing. Now, I've just got one definition to make, which of what do we mean by this word called digital marketing? What is the meaning of that? Is there something else more to it, or is there? Does this definition of digital marketing have horns? Is it different from the earlier kind of marketing? I have myself been trying to do research on this. And please understand the one line definition of digital marketing is any marketing activity, or I will rephrase it like that, any marketing communication activity targeted at a specific kind of a market or community using the internet or other allied technologies around which the internet functions, allied technologies, is digital marketing. There's nothing more to it. It is a field by itself because it has got its own kinds of technical complexities, which have to be understood and studied in various ways. I will repeat again what is digital marketing. Any marketing communication conducted using the media, you can use that word media called the internet, and its allied technologies, where I am communicating to a specific group or target customers. I have got a clearly defined product. Such an activity is called as digital marketing. There is nothing more to it. Why is digital marketing a subject by itself? A digital marketing is a subject by itself because it has its own certain kinds of unique nature. Because internet as a media has got a unique nature. What are the medias or vehicles through which I communicate? From the maker of something to the customer. It is the media. Now, this is the idea of media. Internet as a media has its own kinds of peculiarities. What is okay? So I think you have understood what is the basic definition of digital marketing. Someone asked digital marketing, what digital marketing? This is what digital marketing. Allied technologies means I'm using mobile technologies also because today internet is available on my mobile. Internet is available through various kinds of outlets. And if I get some kind of feedback from customers through an SMS on my mobile straight away from my website, then that mobile telephone communication is also a part of this entire activity of digital marketing. That's why I said allied technologies too. That's called as convergence. Convergence means where all technologies meet into one single platform is called as convergence. Internet definitely has got some kind of technology convergence because I can get audio, video, and animation. It's called as multimedia through one single source called the internet. Having said so much, let us quickly ponder what are the peculiarities of the internet. Point number one, internet is an on-demand platform. What do you mean by on-demand? Anytime I want the internet, I can go into the internet. It is available to me on demand. Very important point. Point number two, internet is a global platform. That means internet goes to viewers around the world by default. No one owns the internet. I don't. No one owns the internet per se. I might be paying a charge for certain services, but I'm not paying it to an owner. I might be paying it to the internet owning companies, but by and large, the various aspects that are available on the internet are available free for most of the people around the world. Point number four, internet is one of those media which is multimedia. It is a born multimedia setup. What do you mean by this word multimedia? When I say multimedia, all the kinds of medias of communication are embedded in it. What does that mean? Multimedia, I've got text, I've got voice, I've got video, and I've got animation. These four components are components of multimedia. Now, all these things are applicable on the internet, which makes internet a very supreme medium. The greatness of the internet are two things: the on-demand nature of the internet and its global reach. There is no other media, by and large, in the world which can match these two factors, making internet very popular and to a large extent replacing many other kinds of media of the past. But internet by itself, since it involves a huge population of people around the globe, my efficiency of targeting my targets group of customers could be limited or could take more time. What does that mean? What does it mean? When I have an internet, no, the internet by itself. If you classify, there are two kinds of searches on the internet. One thing is, I will tell you, this is the beauty of the internet. There are two sets. When a person on the internet is looking for certain specific, that is one set of people. They are specific and they are called as fixated internet users. Most of our activities on the internet are fixated because I look for I look for my email ID, I look for my Facebook account, I look for my LinkedIn account. I specifically search for certain web pages, and I also make certain specific searches for when I'm looking for something. That is one kind of search behavior that people do on the internet, and they possibly get what they want, or they may not get what they want. This is again a disadvantage of the internet because of the large complexity of the nature of the internet. But to a large extent, the probability is high, depending on the kind of that's a technology of search engines. As I said, every search engine works on certain logic, which helps people look out for what they want. They get it in a very quick way through certain principles of search engines. Well, this I've said. I've got another class of customers on the internet who are not fixated, or at least understand this to me very carefully. I'm talking of a product that has been communicated on the internet in whatever way that might be done. The beauty of the internet, very simply said, is that it does business development 24 bar 7. What does it mean? The word is serendipity. Serendipity means I am searching for something today specific, but suddenly I go into some kind of non-specific domains where I was not searching for basically, but which I am interested in, but I land up in that kind of domain, which I might yeah, my awareness of certain things is increasing by default. Though I am not fixated for such kind of an product. Let me explain this very carefully, very clearly. This is one of the I am doing business development happens by in a large way on the internet because of this kind of search, non-fixated search. When I search for something specific, I land up looking into various other kinds of portfolios, and I appraise myself and I understand to myself certain things which I may not be looking for now, but I might be looking for in the future, or I was looking for in the past, and I get linked to some source which gives that product, though I was not specifically searching for this product. This kind of dynamics is what makes internet a very specific and powerful marketing media. That means that is called as I've got fixated search, But when I do fixated search, I get what is called as by default. I become appraised. I get to know. I get to understand. I get to learn. Consumer learning of various other kinds of products which I was not basically looking for, but I become aware of it. Customer is becoming aware of something market on the internet, though I may not need it at present. So internet is a strategic source which can give me long term results in a very in a very powerful way when something is advertised on the, when something is communicated on the internet. Now, having said so, I will give you an example. There are so many countries in the world. We don't know that such countries exist. Most people. But when you are on the net searching for some kind of details about some country, you will land up also looking at various other countries in that continent or in some other continent for various reasons that you never knew that. And then you go into that country and try to understand what's country all about, and then you come out fully well knowing where this country is located, which you hitherto were unaware of. If you are an international marketer and in such a kind of activity, you know that there is a country somewhere and you know what are the general demographics or general activities in that country, what the economy of the country. Just because, though you were searching for some other kind of country in the affairs of the globe, in the west, in world affairs. Now I have given you a picture of that. That is called a serendipity. I'm searching for something, I land up with something else. This is one of the power of the non-fixated searches. Is one of the most important most important activities by default everyone undergoes when they are on the net, and this leads to business development and various kinds of future orders, because though the person may not be needing that product at that point of time, he also communicates to others about certain products that he has seen on the internet, which through which I find an increase in sales because more people have become aware of what some product is all about. Now, I hope I have given you the most important benefit from a marketing standpoint as we talk about digital marketing. Now, well, very quickly, let us come to certain aspects, certain vehicles of digital marketing. Obviously, we know websites. The advantage of websites is all websites have got a unique ID. This unique ID can be used in other kinds of media, making the time taken in other media very less. I might advertise just a website on the television network. So it brings down my cost of marketing communication because people who are interested in it can go straight to my website and on demand see what I'm trying to communicate with the market. What is the most important aspect of today's websites? Its websites. Most websites are multimedia because they have got both video, audio, and animation apart from text. Websites are not all of us. Websites to a large extent are hyperlink pages. Now, hyperlink pages. But what is the disadvantage of websites? Everyone has got a website today, and websites are too what we call too verbose sometimes, too complex sometimes to attract the attention of customer who is looking for certain things where I want immediate information unless I'm doing a detailed search. So I have to come to some other vehicle other than the website in this domain of digital marketing. Then I use and then what I'm trying to do immediately is that I am trying to reduce the number of media that I'm trying to use. I am either going to the next best option for me is to go into the video. I go to vehicles like the YouTube or such kind of places where I'm looking for something in a matter of 5 or 10 minutes. I get information that is needed very quickly through some kind of means of some person speaking to me about what I'm looking for, or it gives me metadata. It tells me where else to go and find something. Because websites are complex, there are a lot of the things. Unless I'm doing for detailed search, but very quickly I get information about something when I come into the video media in the overall domain of digital marketing. I can make my own simple small videos and host it in various sites. I have many free sites available on the beauty of the internet. I told somewhere internet is not owned by anyone. Most of the internet services are free. No, I have talked to you about, I've talked a video. Next thing is I've got short term, what we call sales promotion, which happens on the internet. Very important activity. Again, I'm saying the word digital marketing. When I say sales activity, sales promotion activity, I'm not saying sales promotion activity. I've got various kinds of pop-ups that come when I am on the, I mean, I'm looking for something. I promote some pop-ups. When someone is looking at some kind of an what we call some kind of an web link on the internet, I pop up certain things which he can quickly see for a few seconds or for a few seconds or more, and then that pop-up automatically vanishes. So I quickly get an understanding of something, something that's called as subliminal perception. I am trying to very quickly get a feel of some product which is being promoted on the internet. You must understand that I have to do such pop-ups very often for a customer to really understand, typically understand something, or get attracted, or get enchanted, or get drawn, or get involved. I need to do that pop-ups many times. But nonetheless, that's all. Though it's not a full-fledged, that's an activity called sales promotion. I'm using induction as a method, um, induction as a method for customer to be aware of something. Now I've talked about two three aspects of digital marketing. They are not aspects of digital marketing; they're vehicles of digital communication. If you want to ask me very clearly. Now I have got, of course, conventional advertisements can be put on the digital media. They are being done. Many movies are available on the internet. Please understand. The movie seeing behavior of people has changed to a very large extent. Entertainment spectrum by itself, because people can sit at home now and see many things on demand on the internet connection. I'll give you an example. Imagine the movie Amarak Tony shown in theater near your house. I don't think anyone would go there because right on their palm tops, I can see the movie. There's a kind of change in kind of consumer behavior we see today because of the activity, because of this domain called the internet. Now, very quickly, I've told that point. Yeah, I can put advertisements when the movie is running in between. I stop the movie and put an advertisement for say 20 seconds or 30 seconds, which just definitely will have an impact on the person who is watching it. Now, I have talked certain ways in which digital marketing work. Now, if I were to say the most important, yeah, I've touched almost most of the things, but I see I want to demystify what's a digital marketing. This is what digital marketing is. You can expand on it in whatever way you want. If you want to be an expert in digital marketing, somewhere undergo a course of some 30 hours with understanding various aspects of digital marketing. That would be enough. That would be more than enough. I mean, it is some kind of an investment in the next 10 years or so, because digital marketing is going to change in various ways. What's the most important contributor to digital marketing today? It is social networking, nothing else. It is social networking. Social networking is when random people around the world are networked through the medium of the internet, of some server. You might call it Facebook or LinkedIn or whatever it is. The industry is going to change in a very drastic way, because the way we do social networking today is just the tip of the iceberg. I might have various kinds of convergences of various other kinds of activities that will go hand in hand this modern day in this activity of social networking. Whenever I can use the social networking media to instantly reach a large audience for this activity of marketing. Hopefully, I've explained to you various aspects of digital marketing, and where I also talked to you about the properties of the internet. We need to make digital marketing even more productive in the years ahead. That's one of the statements I would like to make, by being more rationalized, by rationalizing aspects of the internet, so that people get what they want very much faster and the clutter, information clutter that the internet sometimes provides is minimized to some extent. Now, these are all the activities of digital marketing. Thank you. This is Mr. Subhash from Bangalore, India.